Okay. Everything needed an update just now. Hey.
All right.
Hey. We're the homies.
Hey.
Hey.
Her. Hello.
Hello.
Hi.
Her.
You may have to put push to talk on, Pumpkin.
I don't remember how to do it.
You go video audio settings. And there
Hello.
should. Hi. Are we good? Alrighty. Hello. Hi, friends. Welcome back. Hello again. It's good to see you all. It's been a while. So yeah, as everybody logged on, everybody load the modules correctly.
What's that do?
What? This is never good when you start out with what's that do?
Oh.
Becky,
Huh.
check your audio.
I was looking at your stream thing, and if you scroll down in the description, there's free virtual effects you can click on. I was trying to figure that out.
What?
Apparently, okay. Hold on one second. What's wrong with my audio settings, honey?
It sounds better now.
Oh, I was refixing myself. Oh, yeah, when I have my VTuber up, you're good to go. And you can, like, make my VTuber do shit.
I did not even know that.
Yeah, it's really cool. So, but I don't have my VTuber up, so. It's just
Wow.
us. It's just us, guys. We're just together. All right, Chi. Well, is everybody, like, home skillet ready to go, at least? I know Marco sometimes has audio issues, so, let's kind of go around and introduce ourselves. And, you know, make sure everybody knows who everybody is. Honey, you want to introduce yourself?
Character
or me?
You?
Oh,
I'm
I'm Angie. What? What else am I supposed to say?
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay, how about this? Were you in our previous campaign?
Yes.
Yes.
I was marking
the previous campaign.
Okay. We're streaming, so I wouldn't do this otherwise. All right. Kat, you're new. You want to introduce yourself?
I'm Cat.
Were you in our previous campaign?
No.
Did you, this is your first campaign?
Yeah.
Oh, don't be nervous. Girl, you're fine. You're going to be good. You're going to be
No,
good.
I just woke up like 30 minutes ago.
Listen, okay, well, me and Angie woke up like 2 hours ago, but that doesn't mean we're functional right now. So, yeah, if anybody doesn't know, Kat is one of our friends from Valorant. Marco, are you good to go? Marco. Marco always has audio issues. Marco. If you're trying to fix your settings, you sometimes have to fix it through your audio video. I'm gonna let him work on that. We'll get started because, you know, he's not unknown to Magic Gathering. What the hell? Dungeons and Dragons. Anyways, all right. So, guys, thanks for playing. We probably have a couple more people that are going to join, but like Moreland doesn't have a computer right now, so he will probably join in later. But he is probably going.
Okay, can y'all hear me now?
Yeah, I can hear it on.
Hello.
Hello, Marco.
Okay, can you hear me now?
Yeah, I can hear you.
Perfect.
All right, Marco, do you want to introduce yourself? I don't know. I know you've never met Kat. Me and Angie. Kat's like our stepson, so you want to introduce yourself to everybody? And if you go ahead.
Hello, my name is Marco.
Were you in our previous campaign? That's a no. He was not. He definitely wasn't. Oh, wow. Everything is failing on my side. Anyways. Okay, guys. All right. So we're just going to get started. If you're not familiar, we have done Dungeons and Dragons a couple of times now. This is a new campaign that I have personally written. This is a homebrew campaign. It's not related to Critical Role. It's not related to any other. I mean, there's going to be like stuff I've stolen from D&D in general. But it's a homebrew campaign, so the world is different, and it is a homebrewed world. So the world we are playing in, and I will show you a map because it's. Oh, we also have a new thing. We're not using Roll20 anymore. Whoop doo 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 doo. Share record. A map should have popped up on your screen. Did it pop up?
Yeah.
All right, you can maximize it. This is the world we are playing in. It's called Vellade. You see, it is our world map. It's pretty big. It's very, it's kind of similar to Earth because it's always the easiest way to start out with a new campaign is making it kind of earthy-like. So you'll see that there's several continents, several big seas that are disconnecting the world itself. But the actual country that you guys are, or continent, I should say. I have an NA education. Hold on. Is let's share record. Is Asera. And that should have popped up for you too.
Maybe.
I see it.
Do you see it?
Yeah.
Okay. So, as you see, Asera is sort of a southern country to its sister country, Nonhir, which you see at the top. If you notice, there's pins in each separate city or separate areas that you can kind of get to know. If you click on them, there is going to be some information about each city or area. And it'll kind of give you sort of a background of the area itself. That can help you in building your backstory for later. We can work on backstory a little bit if you want to. But really what I wanted to focus on is getting your like full character stats built mostly. That way you guys can kind of take it and in the next couple of weeks build what your background you want to be. And then kind of like figure out from where you want to go with your character. I think we're going to start at level 2 instead of level 3. Just because Kat's newer. Level 3 is when everything starts to be like you pick this subclass, all this different stuff. That'll give you at least a little bit of time, Kat, just to kind of learn how to play D&D before you're like thrown into like, hey, now you've got to pick out stuff that is much more in depth than just like your original base character stuff. Okay.
All right.
So, if you guys are ready, let's take it. How do we want to do this? Do we want to do it like one at a time? Do we want to roll all together? How do y'all want to do this?
One at a time.
One at a time. All right. So should we start with most experience to least experience or least experience to most experience? Which one would y'all like to do?
Start with Cat.
Okay. So when I say most experience, Angie and Marco have the most experience here, Kat. Just FYI.
Okay.
All right. So you're going to open your character selection. And you'll see that character wizard we talked about. Okay. So in D&D, since we're gonna start baseline, let's kind of go through how it works. In D&D, the basic thing you need to know is that your character's abilities are governed by what we call stats. You have 6 character abilities that during game, I may ask you to roll something called like a perception check or an investigation check or an acrobatics check. Those things are governed by your stats that you see here, which those are your ability scores. Strength, dex, con, int, wiz, and K, that stands for strength, dexterity, constitution, and intuition, intelligence, wisdom, and charisma. Have you ever played any other like RPG games where you have like a character tree and you can unlock certain stats and stuff?
Yeah.
Okay, that's kind of what it is. So in D&D, these stats or ability scores kind of govern everything you do in the game. It doesn't really, it can influence how the story goes. So, like in Choose Your Own Adventure stories, if you pick something this way, it could do this. In D&D, rolling ability checks will allow you to do certain things or fail certain things or have things happen that may not have, you had not expected to happen. Like, for example, I told Angie she had to roll a 25 to take a cannon and jump to a different ship. Okay, in real life, that does not actually happen. It's not possible. But she did it. So she had a shoulder cannon for a good extensive amount of the last campaign. Because she was able to make that check. Now, if she hadn't made it or she had failed the check, she could have just fallen in the ocean and been eaten by sharks. So that's why stats are kind of important, because it kind of governs how well you do or how well you don't do. So you'll see at the top, it says select method for determining ability scores. I want you to click where it says standard array. I want you to hit dice roll, okay?
Alright.
Oh, I did it too. I did not mean to do that. Ignore mine. Okay. Holy shit, you actually got some pretty decent scores. I want you to take on the 12. I need to write these down. So on the 12, I want you to see at the very bottom, you see what looks like a D6. I want you to throw that out and re-roll that. We're going to re-roll your 1.
The square?
Yeah, it's the square. It says 6 on it, the top of it. It's a D6.
Oh. Okay.
Did you drag it and roll it?
Yeah.
What did it come up with?
Well, I did it twice, but the first one was a 2.
Okay, hold on. So you got a 2. So your first score. Okay, so we call this what we call is like you roll 4d6 and you drop the lowest roll, but we allow you to re-roll 1s. So since you rolled a 2, your first score is still going to be the best it's going to be, which is a 12. So I'm going to write these down. You have a 12. On the second 15, roll a d6 again and tell me what you roll.
A 4.
A 4, okay. So that would put 11, 15. Okay, so that's the same. All right, so you got a 15, 15. Okay, so you have 3 of those. On your 11, re-roll the 1. Your first 11.
They're the same dice.
Yeah, it's a d6.
Alright. A 6.
Ooh, okay. So 12, 15. All right, so that 11 is actually going to be a 15, okay? So if you want to...
supposed to be, like, changing numbers somewhere?
No. I'm writing them down for you.
Okay.
The reason you want that is because the baseline of any ability score check starts at 10. This is going to sound really confusing in a second. But at a 10, you get a +0 to your abilities. And then the higher you are to a 10 or 20, the more increased modifier you'll get. The lower it is from a 10, it'll actually like deduct from your modifier. So like say you roll a perception check and you have a +2 because you have a 12, okay? That'll give you +2 to that roll. So if you rolled an 11, you get 13. That's pretty good. Meanwhile, if your, let's say your perception, your ability score is lower than a 10, it gives you a -. So say you roll 11, it goes down to a 9. So that's why when I say you got a 15, you have really good rolls right now because the highest you can get is 20, unless you have some really cool ass equipment and stuff, which we're not there yet. But so right now you have 4 15s or 3 15s, which is really good. So then let's do your second 11. Reroll your 1 on that one.
A 3.
A 3. So you got a 12. Okay. And then on the last one, I didn't see any 1s, so you're gonna have a 14. So you have some really good scores here. So let's talk a little bit about we got your numbers. These are like the first things we want to talk about. So your numbers are really good right now. What are you thinking about playing? Do you want to be a magic user? Do you want to be somebody who beats the shit out of people? Do you want to be like a bard? What are you looking to be if you were to build a character?
Magic preferably.
Magic preferably. Okay. Honey, you're doing a warlock, correct? Mm-hmm. Okay. So there are different kinds of magic users. Okay, let's talk a little bit about this. What are you thinking? Are you thinking like an arcane spell user, like a wizard type? Or are you looking at somebody maybe more divine and more hardy, which is like a cleric? They can heal, they can do other things, but like they're the kind of the support healer is really the like general cleric. Or we have something that's more of a hybrid, like a bard, which is you inspire people with your music and your words. But you also can cast spells. Like, what are you kind of looking to do? You know what? Let's do this. Let's click class on that. You see where it
Okay.
says class?
Yeah.
You'll see different abilities. Now, Angie's going to play a warlock, so generally you could totally play a warlock too, but if you don't want to like double up on the same class, you don't have to. Let's talk a little bit about like what kind of magic do you like? If you were to think about your favorite fantasy novel or anything like that, what kind of magic do you like or would you want to have?
Healing.
Like you want to do like healing?
Yeah.
Okay, so that'd be, we're thinking either maybe a cleric, druid, or bard. So let's click on the cleric. Okay.
All right.
Clerics, we're not going to do anything right now with it. Clerics are generally your basic, when you see when you hear cleric, you think you're healer. You can, a lot of times there also can be a tank in a game. They wear heavier armor. They carry actual big ass weapons if they want to have weapons. So you can be a divine healer. There are also circumstances where you could be more of a trickster type, or you could be like a war tank kind of character. But if you're looking at something like a cleric, what we're going to be looking at is probably having your higher stats. Hold on, let me pull up clerics on D&D. Cleric D&D. And this will all make sense when we get to the end of it, I promise. It's kind of confusing to start with, but we'll get there. So there are healers and warriors. Divine magic, as the name suggests, is the power of the gods flowing through them into the world. Clerics are conduits for that power, manifesting it as a miraculous effect. The gods don't grant this power to everyone who seeks it, but those chosen fulfill a high calling. Harnessing divine magic doesn't rely on study or training. A cleric might learn formulate prayers and ancient rites, but the ability to cast relies on devotion and intuitive sense of the deity's wishes. Which you also don't have to have a deity now as being a cleric. So as a cleric, your biggest thing you want to be able to do, or your biggest stats, so let's go back to stats, is going to be based on your wisdom and your charisma. So, you know where it says dice roll, click and put manual entry. Do you see that? Under stats.
No.
Under stats.
Under stat.
Yeah, click stats.
I did. So do I click it?
Click stats, yeah.
Got-
All right, and then you'll go see where it's, yeah, it's okay. You see dice roll?
Yeah.
Click that and put down manual entry.
All right.
So what you're going to do is you want, since you're a cleric, your biggest ability scores are going to come from your wisdom modifier and your charisma modifier. That's because clerics are proficient in certain things versus other things. So if you're proficient in stuff, you get a bonus to that. So you want your ability scores to match sort of what you're proficient in, because you get those like big bonuses when you roll. So I would suggest, if I were you, to put a 15, like you can click the thing now. Click where it says STR, Dex, Con, Int. Click where it says Wisdom.
All right.
And put a 15 in.
Okay.
All right. Next to it, you'll see CHA, that's Charisma. Put a 15 in there.
Okay.
Okay. All right. So now, the next thing you're going to decide is, because you have your lowest scores are 12, which aren't bad, and then you have another 15 and a 14. So your third 15, do you want to be smart? Do you want to be?
Yes.
You want to be smart? Okay, so you would put that in intelligence. In intelligence, yes.
All right.
So the next thing you're going to decide is your 14. Do you want to be strong? Do you want to be hardy? Or do you want to be more dexterous? Now, I'll tell you this. Clerics tend to not be very dexterous as it is. So, you know,
What
that's...
is dexterous?
Like, so let's say, like, you know how as a rogue, you can dodge things. Or, like, you say you have to make an acrobatics check. Like, you're trying to jump from one place, like you're parkouring. Or if you're being stealthy, you want a higher dexterity, because that means you're more light-footed. So that's what dexterity is. Constitution is your stat that allows you to take more damage than, say, another person, like a wizard. So Constitution's good because that also increases your hit points as well. So, or strength, you know, strong. You could be strong boy if you wanted to be strong boy.
No, I don't prefer that. What was my highest number I have left?
14.
I'll put that on the con.
Okay. And so your last two numbers, which are strength and dexterity, you'll put 12.
For both?
Mm-hmm. You had two
Alright.
12s left. All right. So
That's in.
okay, cool. So now you see, you look over your like ability scores and stuff like that. It'll show you a whole bunch of different stuff pop up. And it'll say racial adjustment. The next thing we're going to do, because we have that done, is click over to your race. Okay.
Alright.
All right, cool. Now, what kind of race, this sounds so bad. What race you want?
Um,
And Marco and Angie, you're more than welcome
There's
to pop
so
in
many.
and mention stuff.
you should pop in and mention stuff. That'd be so great.
Okay, Angie's played Drow cleric before. Have I played cleric? I don't
What
think
is
I've-
a challenging?
A what?
Changeling?
A
change-
changeling?
So
Changeling?
yeah, click it. Changelings are actually pretty. I don't think you can click it. I think you have to hover over it. No, you click the icon or whatever. It'll tell you what it is. But they can like change their appearances. They're from the Feywild, so they actually get like some benefits of being Fey touched, if anything. They appear faded naturally and devoid of detail. But what you want to do is sort of scroll down to the changeling traits. And it tells you a little bit about you. So you're considered a Fey being. You can be medium or small. So if you wanted to be a small boy, you could be small too. But you could medium is your normal height, like your normal 5 foot to 6 foot. Small is everything under 5, and then I think it's like 6'5" and up or large. Your walking speed is 30 feet. You also gain a proficiency in 2 skills of your choice, which the rule of thumb is if you're proficient in something already because of your class, like you're going to be proficient in medicine. If you wanted to be proficient in medicine, you choose other things. That way you get the extra bonus because your bonuses don't stack if you're like double proficient, if that makes sense. So like you get a proficiency.
Oh.
So yeah, you could be deceptive. You could be insightful, intimidate, performance.
A changeling.
You want to be a changeling?
Yeah.
Okay, so you're gonna click changeling, and then you can look on the side. You could click.
Subrace?
You get an ability clever changeling or dexterity increase. So you could be more smarter. You could be smarter, or you can be more dexterous.
Clever changeling.
Okay, so click that. It'll pop into your stuff.
Alright.
And then you also get to choose a language that you know.
Oh. I'm trying to like figure out which one I would
It's
like.
fine. Languages are kind of up to you what you would like to do in general. Some things you may not know the language to, but it's just to have in the event. I'm like, you find a clay
Celestial.
pot. Yeah, Celestial's good. Celestial's a good one, especially if you're dealing with divine stuff. And now you get to select a skill proficiency. Which would you like to be proficient in?
Okay. So like what is the pros of
Okay. So deception is if you are trying to deceive somebody in a role. So like say you and Marco are having a conversation and you say, I don't have any lasagna in my pants. And Marco's like, insight check. Marco's like, insight. I want to find out if he's lying to me or not. And you roll a deception check. That if you are proficient in it and have bonuses, you will be able to deceive him. It's the same with insight, but flip it. Say Marco says he has lasagna in his pants and you think he's lying. You can roll an insight check to see if you can determine whether he's lying.
All right.
Yeah. Intimidation is, if you are like questioning a prisoner that you have, if you want to like intimidate them into telling you things, that's what that is. Performance is sometimes people do stupid shit in this game. I'm just gonna put that out there. And like they're like, I want to like dance the Macarena on the table and see if I can get people to like me. I would be like, roll a performance check. So to see how well you do in your little performance. Persuasion is exactly like you would think. You're trying to get somebody to agree with what you are saying at that very moment.
All right, I'm gonna go with intimidation.
Okay. Cool. So click that. Everything should pop up for you.
It is checked out.
Okay, perfect. So let's go to class. So you picked a cleric, correct?
Yes.
All right, now so you have another skill proficiency. History is sort of like if I tell you that these are the ruins of these nuts, whatever, and you're like, I would like to know the history of these nuts. You can roll a history check to find that out. Insight, medicine is the one that if somebody goes down, like say in fight, you can roll a medicine check, or if they're poisoned or diseased or anything like that, you can roll a medicine check to figure out A, what it is, or B, if they are down, because you can go 0 points in this game and possibly die. You can roll a medicine check to stabilize them.
Okay, I'm just gonna go with medicine.
Okay, that's cool.
I'm not gonna even think of the others.
Okay, that's fine. Yeah.
Oh,
All right.
do I get 2 or no?
I think you get 2. So you get to pick another one. So you can do persuasion, and religion is like if I have a temple to something, you can like maybe look up the religion of it.
I'm gonna go with history.
Okay, cool. So now you'll get a specialization.
Yeah.
So this is sort of the fun part about being a cleric. You have a ton of things to choose from. If you're looking for more of a healing type of domain, life is a really popular one. That's the one that really is like your normal ass healer. Got to do what you got to do. And here's the thing about clerics. You don't necessarily... Now, there are some domains, like... I want to say it's like the trickery domain, where it's less about healing and more about offensive spells. But most of these domains always have some subtype of healing. It's just what kind of healing you want to do. I really like the grave domain. It's sort of more... It's more of a little bit gothier, but it's like very much a support healing type, but it's more about like sustaining like death. I hate to say it, this sounds really stupid, but like it's like the idea that the undead are unnatural, and death is as a natural cycle to life, so therefore, you know, it's okay to die. Let me see. The light domain is more like the sun. Those who are guided by the sun. There's no shadow in the world. We need to see the beauty in things. I'm trying to think. War domain. They're more offensive types of clerics that go into fights ready to battle, but they also do heal. They're kind of like the paladin version of a cleric. So yeah, there's all types. What specifically do you think you would like to do? Like just be a straight up healer? Do you want to have maybe some offensive and defensive? It's up to you.
I'd like to have some sort of attack.
Yeah, I mean clerics are actually fairly good about like being offensive characters. Let's look. I would say in that circumstance, the war domain isn't a bad idea. You get like divine favor, shield of faith, magic weapon, spirit guardians, freedom of movement, flame strike. Those are really good spells offensively. Guided strike's a great. Channel divinity, war god's blessing is great, and then avatar battle. Yeah, these are really awesome if you're down to be like the healer plus a tank.
Okay, so I'm not gonna lie, I didn't really catch what you were saying just now because I was looking at the raise dead spell on life domain, and I was like, oh.
I mean, if you're
and then
down,
I realized.
yeah. I mean, life domain. I'll tell you the two most popular classes or domains for clerics are the life domain and the war domain.
Oh.
So if you want to do life, and I mean, here's the thing: the good thing about like the life domain is you will be a little bit more supporty, but you do kind of, as a healer, you are going to ensure your people get healed.
Okay, I'll go with life.
Okay. So clicky on it.
And class is officially done.
Yep, that's it. And then we'll come back in a minute because we're going to level you to level 2. But let's get, we're going to get everybody done, and then we'll do the level part. So let me make sure. I'm just clicking stuff because I'm doing it too, just to make sure I'm following along. Okay, so background. In D&D, you can pick a background. It allows you to get ability scores to, or get different proficiencies and different things based on your background. A lot of times what I say is your background doesn't necessarily, like the one you pick here, doesn't necessarily have to hugely play a part in your background story, like the one you write. But there needs to be a touch on it. So if you were like a entertainer, you know, you could say like, I was born into a family of performers. However, I left because I hated them. And then this is what my backstory actually is. But you can kind of click through it. A popular one for clerics are generally acolytes, I think, are one. You'll get proficiency in some of these things. I'm trying to think. You could be a criminal. I mean, if you click on the little icon, it'll tell you what it's about.
Okay.
Sage is really popular too. Some of these I don't recognize. They're newer, so I couldn't give you much about it. Hermit is a lot of fun. Because you basically like, I don't know anybody. Outlander is also a really popular one.
How come?
A lot of times, like, people could use that as like a good way to be a base storyline thing, because really what you're talking about is that you were kind of grew out in the wilderness. You were basically a simple man with simple means. You grew up with in the wild. You're more of a hunter-gatherer, recluse. You like to explore. You know the ways of the wild. So what it gives you is like a bonus to like survival and stuff like that. But it just gives you more to work with in your backstory. So you're not like, oh, I was a sailor. I sailed the seas. Like an Outlander, you really can like make it like, I grew up in the wilderness and I've moved into the big city to find myself kind of thing. That's one option. I mean, it's really up to whatever you'd like to do.
All right. I'm just reading through like a lot of them currently.
No. It's fine. Backgrounds are really important because it also gives you like extra stuff. And I'm going to post in DnDaFuq, like kind of the background thing to clerics, so you can kind of read about them and like what you get at different levels since you've picked out your character class. Oh, God. Oh, scared me. Boom, boom, boomer. You've never seen characters build? This is very like not exciting, but it is like fun in my opinion. This is the fun part for me.
Me too.
What you thinking, buddy? Anything good? That's a lot, I'm telling
I'm
you.
currently looking at the criminal one.
Okay.
Let me tell you, criminals are actually fun.
I mean, criminal would be a lot of fun becoming like a cleric.
Mm-hmm.
And I probably need to add, I don't know who all is going to end up playing in everything, but for y'all, so who you know, I'm going to try and keep your alignment cannot be in the evil category. I just don't like the idea of people being like, I do this.
Bonobos.
Yeah, like, I do this because I'm evil. And there's like, okay, well, cool. Oh, I have to give you starting money? Hold on. Where do I do that at? Hold on.
I don't go with this then.
What? Oh, you can do criminal. You can do criminal. I'm just saying you can't be like an evil criminal to start. Or you can be and you change. I don't care either. But you can be villainous but not be evil. If that makes sense. You can be chaotic good or chaotic neutral. Those are all options. But you're going to do criminal?
Yeah, I believe so.
Cool. I mean, that's okay. Criminal. I'm a straight up criminal. And then you get like a little cool like chess. You could play like dice and chess and playing cards and stuff. That's part of your like back stuff.
Huh. So what do I select for the tool?
You can pick whichever one. If like say if you're in a gambling den playing card set, you'll get proficiency in doing stuff like if you wanted to like change a card out, like sleight of hand a card. So you'll get proficiency in being able to do stuff like that.
All right, playing card set it is.
Playing card set it is. All right.
Yay.
Yay. Okay, so next. Let's see. So you get to pick. I'm gonna figure out how to give y'all money, or you may have to just write it down and just let me know because sometimes I don't know everything about this program yet. Okay, so for your class, you get to pick an explorer's pack or a priest pack. It's just stuff that comes with you.
Okay.
Like it gives you like
I'm
a
just
pack.
gonna.
You just
I'm
gonna
gonna
pick.
click priest pack without even looking.
Okay.
And then lever for class.
Now here's the thing, like your armor class, because you're a cleric, you get to wear heavier armor. You don't. The only thing well, you don't have to, but your armor class is what I use to hit you with other enemies. So when I roll a check, I'm looking to see if I can meet your armor class, and the higher your armor is, like chainmail, scale mail, or leather, because leather is lower. I think it's a medium armor. The lower it is, the easier it is going to be for me to hit you. So leather armor is totally fine if you want to wear that. If you are looking to just be a straight up support kind of character, that's fine. But if you wanted to get into battle, I always suggest either chainmail or scale mail.
I'm gonna go scale mail.
Yeah, and I mean, here's the thing. Your character doesn't have to look like how you think it's going to be described in D&D. You can make your character look however you want, and you just need to explain to me, like, your scale mail actually looks like fluffy, like, fur leather, like, but it has scale underneath it. I'll be like, cool, whatever, as long as you want, however you wish to look, I don't care.
All right.
So then you get 3, you can take different weapons. You get to pick 3 of them, and that's what you will use to hit your enemies with, or your friends, depending on how your campaign goes.
Okay. So for like the class choice where I pick a weapon.
Yeah.
Alright. I clicked one and it went away.
Oh.
The rest of the
Oh,
choices.
no, I think it's like 1, 2, 3. Does that make sense? Like,
Oh.
yeah. This is like class choice 1, class choice 2, class choice 3.
Alright. Now I have to choose a holy symbol.
Which weapon did you choose?
Dagger.
A dagger. Okay.
Included a shield.
You have a dagger and shield. You're ready to go. And here's the thing, you don't keep these. These are like, you can always upgrade your weapons if you don't like a dagger, or if you want to get something else. And then your holy symbol is what you carry your holy symbol with. So you can wear an amulet, you can have an emblem like on like tattooed on you. A reliquary could be like a little figurine that you carry. It's up to you.
Emblem is like a tattoo?
You can do a tattoo. You could do something like a patch, like on your like leather armor or your armor in general.
It is now an emblem.
It is an emblem. Okay, cool. All right, so next we're going to click over to spells.
Oh.
Yeah, this is where I suggest it may get a little weird with this program, but let me explain a little bit about cleric spells. Clerics get the ability to have specific spells in general. Like you at first level, you get bless and cure wounds. Like those are automatic spells. Each day, as a cleric, you can pick a new spell from your spell list to put on your spell list. So you are not beholden to what you pick. Like, say today you're like, I want to take Cure Wounds, which you probably will take all the time. But let's say today you want to take Inflict Wounds. You can switch those spells out with no problem as long as it's the next day. It's like you prayed and you're like, gods, please tell me what my spells will be today. Or what spells do I need today? And they imbue those spells in you for that day. So as your spell table is, I've posted it in DnDaFuq based on your level. So we're going to be starting at second level. So right now we got to put it in through first and then we'll go back and put it through second. Right now you get 3 cantrips, which if you click the top, it says cantrips. Under cleric, you need to do 3 cantrips under cleric.
I have to hit cleric?
Yes.
And then choose. Alright.
And you'll get 3 cantrips. These are all cantrips you can use.
So I only click 3 of them.
Right now. As you level up, you get more spells. So like for today, you can know 3 cantrips.
What's light do?
Light just makes light.
Okay.
It's really cool. I mean, it's very helpful if you can't see very well. But it makes light.
Oh, right.
Yeah.
So what's mending do?
Mending mends things. If I were to, do you want me to give you my opinion on cleric spells?
Yeah.
Okay. I would, if I were you for like, and here's the thing, you get to switch these spells out every day. So I would suggest, looking online, they have a cleric spell list. And you can switch between your cantrips. And you may not have to, well, I don't know how I would have to play with it on the program itself to see how you switch out your cantrips a day.
This is what I use. It has every class and every...
Make sure you got to push to talk.
This is what I use.
It has every class and every spell in the history of D&D.
So yeah,
Wow.
it's on. Angie posted it. But for right now, just to finish out your page or whatever it is, or your character sheet, I would suggest big ones that I like, especially at lower levels, are Toll the Dead.
Toll of the Dead?
Toll the Dead.
That's
yeah.
not an option.
You don't have Toll the Dead?
No, I clicked the cleric thing and I'm looking at the cantrips.
That's Warlock spell.
Yeah, it came up cleric for me. That's why I'm like, huh. You should.
What
Toll
can
the
I
Dead
say?
isn't cleric. Normally,
I have
spell.
Sacred Flame.
I had it as
Spare the
You can-
Dying.
yeah.
What
Spare-
does that do?
Spare the Dying. If somebody is dying, you hit them. Like, if Marco goes down to 0 points, he starts to roll death saving spells or death saving throws to make sure he doesn't die. If you do Spare the Dying, those stop. He does not die. He's just unconscious.
Okay,
So you
that
can do-
is my first.
Okay, what about Sacred? Do you have Sacred Flame?
Sacred Flame. I'm just now trying to figure out what that does.
Sacred Flame, you roll a dexterity. Somebody rolls dexterity throw, and you will roll 1d8 radiant damage. So if I fail it, I'll either take full damage or half damage, depending on if I fail or succeed.
So basically, like, it could reduce damage to people?
Well, no. If you roll a dexterity, if I roll a dexterity throw and I meet your spell saving modifier or your spell saving throw, I only take half damage. But if I don't, I take the full damage you roll.
Okay, I'm gonna take that.
I find it really.
And then there's resistance. I'm guessing that's just, like, less damage or something. I don't know. You touch one willing creature.
Which one?
He's touching people.
Huh? He's touching people. Angie was like, "You're touching people." You give them. You utter divine warp burning radiance erupts through me. Each creature of your choice can either must succeed on it or take damage. Yeah, that's another damage spell. I like that, and I like. How many do you get? You get 3 or 4. You get 3.
Yeah, free.
So you have Word of Radiance, Sacred Flame, and Spare the Dying. Okay, those are pretty good. And here's the thing. Remember, you don't have to keep these as your cantrips every day. You can always change them out if you need something else. I will say check the D&D spell list because I do see where I have Toll the Dead. I don't know why it didn't pop up for you.
I'm gonna go with Thaumaturgy. I cannot.
Oh,
pronounce that, but
thaumaturgy?
yes.
Thaumaturgy, yeah, that's like the one where you like, if you wanted to make everything kind of spooky, you can like rattle windows and like make little like things happen. It's really
All
funny.
right. I
All
have
right.
my free things.
Okay, so then,
Cantrips selected.
so for, hold on one second. And Alexa, turn on Angie lights. Sorry, my lights are off. So on for first level, you get 2 first level spells. Now click level 1 and click wherever cleric went. On my cleric. Okay. So now you get level 1 spells. Now the important thing to know about the difference between cantrips and first level spells, or leveled spells. Let me put it this way: you only have a certain amount of uses of a spell per day. So your first level spells, you get 2 uses. You get to pick 2 spells. And you have 2 uses of those 2 spells. So you could cast them either once each for one day or both. You know, I'm not making any sense, I think. You can either cast 1 each time or you can cast 1 spell twice. So you get 2 spells with 2 possible uses at first level.
All right, so one's gonna be heal. I feel like a fucking idiot right now. I don't
Why?
know what
Oh,
I
you're
just
good.
like.
Okay.
I thought this said healing wound, and it says healing word. Oh my god. I don't know what that does.
Healing word is really good. Healing word and cure wounds are kind of those are your big pot ones. I would suggest, especially because you're going to level up once we finish y'all's characters, I would suggest taking healing word and guiding bolt.
Guiding. Oh, I get free spell options, by the way.
Are you? How? Oh, you
I
get.
don't know.
Oh, does it give you 3 spell options at level 1, or does it give you 2 spell options?
Free, because I can pick one more. And
Oh.
I was thinking about inflict wounds.
Go for it.
All right.
It is yours
That
to
is
take.
filled out now.
You're gonna click over to feats. You do not have feats available. You just gotta click it.
Okay. Do I hit commit now?
Don't commit yet. Do you want to put your name? Or have you thought of a
I
name or
need a
anything?
name.
Yeah. Do you want a name?
I don't even know what gender this person is.
You can make them whoever you want. You don't even have to have a gender. You don't have to have a gender in D&D.
No, you don't.
Wow. All right, I put in a name.
All right.
It is officially, if I spelled this correct, Aria.
Okay, cool. And then at the very end, you're going to commit for now.
Commit.
Awesome! And now you'll be able to, your stuff is ready to go. When we start to do stuff, we'll be able to edit stuff or like level up your character. But hold on to your character sheet. We're going to go, and you can look through your character sheet. We sent you a link in DnDaFuq on the Discord if you want to kind of look through the different stuff that clerics have and different spells while we go through the next stuff. Or you can just listen because we're about to start up on somebody else.
I'ma just listen.
You want me to do you next?
Yeah, Marco has more experience than me.
I have a drug dealing.
Oh,
friend
yeah,
in
you
Oh
Aria.
know
my
I
god,
do.
get the hell out of here. Are you playing D&D or are you not playing D&D?
No, he's playing.
Chris?
Oh, me?
Yeah.
No, I don't have the patience for that. I just like listening to stuff.
Oh, Jesus fuck.
The
Do you
stream
want to
for
play
that.
D? Listen, do you want to play D&D? Because we can always do this off stream.
Always do the what?
We can always do this off stream if you want to play because we're not
Oh.
playing today.
Then, sure.
Okay, so you just want to sit here and listen to us?
That's what I've been doing.
Oh, I didn't even know you were in here.
I am genuinely surprised that Cat did not pick some sort of werewolf shapeshifter. Like,
It was an option.
I know.
Look now, I did not need to be a werewolf.
Hey, Chris, do you want to... Okay, if you're going to play, you want to introduce yourself because I'm uploading this VOD.
He said he's
Hi.
not.
No, he said he's going to play. He doesn't want to do the character sheet build.
Hi, I'm Chris. I'm gonna play whatever is the antithesis of Aria. What kills clerics?
Oh, God. I did say there was no evil characters. You guys could be brothers and brothers or some sort of siblings.
We're brothers, and we're singing, and we're happy, and we're
All right,
colored.
I'm muting Chris. Anyways, are you ready, Pumpkin?
Yes.
All right. So, what are you ready to? Are you ready to rock and roll? Okay, go ahead and roll. I'm gonna write them down. Oh. Okay.
Oop.
Well, those are my rolls.
I like that one better.
10, 9, 13, 16. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Right? And I mapped it. Okay. You know what to do. Go ahead and roll your 2 and your 1s out. Or let's start with your 11. Reroll your 2.
Oh god, I missed it.
Did you see it? It was a 4.
It didn't pop up on me. For just tell me.
It's because you're still looking at cat.
No, it would pop up on my side. I don't see your individual rolls for some reason.
It was a 4.
So we'll go to. So that's.
I mean, it was a 6.
Are you lying?
There's the Angie we know and love.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
I'm not absolutely lying. It was a 4.
Okay. 9, 13. So your first one's a 13. On your 2, re-roll the 2.
Oh, that actually is a 6. You can see.
I saw it. That's the benefit of being in the same room together. So you have a 12, 16. Okay. 10. Re-roll the 2.
5.
8, 12, 12. Then 9. Holy shit. Did you re-roll?
Oh, not yet. 4.
8, 11. Okay. 13. Re-roll the 2.
5.
11, 16. 16, 16. Okay, so your rolls are 13, 16. 16, 12, 11, 16, 16.
Okay.
Do you want me to write them down?
I'm looking at. I have a web page I'm looking at. Okay. How do I change these right here? I can't figure out how to.
Which one are we looking at?
Any of them.
Oh, okay. So if you look at selected method for determining ability scores, click manual, look under standard array, click manual entry.
I still can't select that to change it.
You can't click strength and hit 16.
Nope, I sure can't. Yes, I can. I lied. What are my rolls again?
Sure.
Because I don't want to put 16 in strength.
You have 3 16s.
Okay.
I'm singing and we're gonna beat in
Okay.
the color.
You have a 13,
What's my lowest?
11,
And the other two?
13, and 12.
Okay. I have a +2, so if I put... I don't need 16 anywhere else, though, actually.
Will you
Okay.
want to tell people what you're thinking about building?
I'm building a Warforged Warlock. What had happened was Annabella Salem.
You say Antebellum Salem?
Yeah, Annabella Salem. She's
Annabella.
acolyte
Oh.
in the Church of the Great One. And she served under a dragon priestess. But she got a little above her station and started trying to learn stuff she shouldn't. And she accidentally transferred her soul into a doll. So she's like a gestalt being. She's like
Sweet.
soul and doll at the same time. So she's trying to figure out how to take her soul and put it back into some form of humanoid.
And you're playing a warlock?
Playing a warlock.
Um,
I'm an envoy, which means that I was designed with a certain specialized function in mind. Let's see.
What do you look like?
I'll show the picture, but I'm a really adorable dog.
So,
I have a picture I'll put up.
okay, that could be your icon as well.
Hmm.
Okay.
I'm an acolyte. I start with leather, 2 daggers, component pouch, light crossbow, scholar's pack, sickle. And I'm going to have a reliquary as opposed to an amulet. The spells are Eldritch Blast and Mind Sliver for cantrips, Hellish Rebuke and Hex for spells. No feats. I don't got no feats.
And so just to explain to feats for people, the way we're going to do this is when you get an ability score improvement, you can choose instead of improving your ability. And Kat, I'll explain this a little bit. At certain levels, you can increase your ability score. So like that 11 you may have, you can increase it by 2 or 1 to make it higher so you have better rolls. But there's also things called feats in D&D where you
Lieutenant
can...
Dan don't have none.
Huh?
Lieutenant Dan doesn't have those.
Yeah, he doesn't have any feats. But basically what ends up happening is you can like set it to where you could do certain things like warcasters don't stop being able to cast spells because they get hit. But we can get into that. That's more intensive D&D stuff.
All right.
Okay. So is there anything else? Why am I echoing so bad in your thing?
Are y'all in the same room?
Yes.
That's why.
You got a projecting voice.
I do. I'll whisper. I'm going to whisper. We're going to be really quiet. Hey guys, this is NPR. So is there anything else, Angie, about your character?
Not that I want to share right now. Since she's not allowed to be of an evil nature, she is neutral to a point where you will think that she's, not really good.
And I should also say, if you guys want, you guys can discuss this as part of your backstory. If any of you run into each other or know each other, or you guys don't know each other at all, that's going to be completely up to you guys. Like, for example, Angie and Moreland's characters in our last campaigns were friends that they traveled together, so they knew each other. So if you want to do that, that is also an option. If you want to, like, if you hear a backstory, you're like, I think my backstory is very similar. You want to, like, kind of hook it up? You can if you want to.
Arya is my sworn enemy.
He's the reason I'm a criminal.
Okay, I can't figure out how to add my picture.
How did you do it?
click the little portrait on your little thing after it's done. You click portrait.
But it's making me only choose what Fantasy Works provides.
You should be able to add one.
It's different books. I don't know.
Hold on, let me look. Give me a second.
I click on FG animals and I picked a cat. Maybe you hit folder, and if you hit folder, it opens up like your actual folder thing, and you can select your own pictures, I guess.
Oh my god.
Like if I went to pictures, I could.
Doesn't work. I'm not kidding, Becky. Because you're like,
I could be this. Oh wait, it don't work.
Not do that for me. Minimize. Export record.
Close.
Huh.
Hit folder.
Yeah, okay. I haven't done that before.
Try it again. Where's your pictures? Go to your pictures. Double click it. Wow.
The gulag.
You're really playing that game right now?
Yeah.
Chris, I'm gonna upload this as a VOD,
Wow.
so...
Back-to-back seconds are pissing me off.
Hey Chris,
Wow.
just FYI, I'm uploading this as a VOD, so let's try and keep it, like, D&D related. Oh, jeez. I don't know.
Oof. I hope that wasn't my internet cutting out. You're uploading it?
Yeah.
Alright.
Well, that was not what you wanted. There is a freaking way to do it. I just gotta figure it out. We will do it. We will add it. All right. All right. Marco, you're up next.
Okay. Let's see. All right. Dice rolling. So how you get to roll the multiple dice, or you have to do it one at a time?
Did you go to character selection or character?
Yeah.
Okay, so character wizard, hit standard array and roll it to dice roll.
Okay. Here we go.
I just had a whole. Oh, huh? Oh, there it is. God, I couldn't see it at first. So hold on, let me write these down real fast. $10, $12, $12, $11, $14, $16. All right. For your 10, please re-roll the 1 and tell me what it is. You just dragged the little dice.
Oh, okay.
Oh, I saw
5.
that one. Oh, I saw that one. That was weird. So that's
Yeah.
7, 12. So the 10 is now 12. The 12, re-roll the 1.
So re-roll the.
Yeah, re-roll a d6. So 3. Where did it go? Oh, 3. So 9, 12. So still a 12.
Just
On
4.
the 12, will you re-roll the 1? 5, so that's 10. That'll make that 14. 11. Re-roll a 1.
Re-roll a 1.
A 1, yes. 1, 1, 1. All right, so the 11, was it an 11 I was looking at? Yeah.
Yeah.
The 11 is going to be an 11.
Okay.
The 14, re-roll the 1.
Okay. Okay, re-roll again?
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
3. So that one is actually going to be 15. And then the 16, re-roll the 2. Did you re-roll the 2? Yeah, there it goes. So not a better score. So you got 16 on that one. All right. So
Okay.
your scores are 2 12s, a 14, an 11, a 15, and a 16. So do you want to describe what you are doing, or have you figured it out yet?
Actually, I'm going to be playing a human monk.
Okay.
Who's basically must have been exploring. He's just been sent out to explore the world because after a certain time in the monastery, they all just got to leave the world and try to just learn the ways and mysteries of everything.
Okay. So you're gonna do a human monk. Did you figure
Yes.
out any information about like? I don't know. Do monks have to pick at 2nd level or 3rd level yet?
3rd level.
Okay, 3rd level. So you don't have anything at this point. Cool. All right. So, Kat, if you will pull up, I'm gonna make a fake character sheet because everybody's gonna go to level 2. You got your numbers though, Marco, right?
Yeah, I'm just putting stuff in.
Okay, cool. All right, so I'm gonna make a fake character. I'm gonna name him Bob Joe, and that way I can follow along to help you guys level up. Let's do Actually, yeah. Just put all that shit in there. Race. I'm gonna be a centaur. Why not?
You're tall.
I am.
I
I'm really
think.
strong. My class. Gonna be a bard. I'm not playing. This is just me putting stuff in so I can follow along on the thing. Mandolin. I play a mandolin. I play something else. And a drum. That's pretty funny. Background, I'm a courtier. Don't need a feat, don't need a background. I speak Orc and Undercommon. Cool. I commit. My name is Bob Joe. Anyways. So when you are ready to level up your characters, you will click... I forgot how to do this. Where it says your class and 1. So it says Bard 1. Mine says Bard 1. Whatever yours says, Cleric 1, whatever. You hit level up. You're going to hit level up. Hit level 2. It will tell you if there's anything you can take at that level. I think you get a Channel Divinity cat and a Divine Domain feature.
Honestly, I cannot tell you what I'm looking at right now.
Okay, what do you see?
The class and features. I mean, this thing. Increase level cleric went up, I'm guessing, already.
Oh, does it say increase level and it says 1 or 2?
It says 1.
Okay, you gotta hit the up button.
Now at 2. Let's go.
How does 1 do level things?
So now where do I go? Feats? Because it's being weird.
You don't have a feat thing yet. Yeah, you don't have a feat. Do you have anything under the select class and class features that increased when you did your level? Because it will say Channel Divinity and your Divine Domain feature should have popped up.
So I gotta have free cantrips.
Yes, you will now have 3 cantrips.
4 spells.
Not at second. You should. Oh, you know what? You do get an extra. I think an extra spell based on your race. My bad. I forgot you're a changeling. So you'll have 4 spells and 3 cantrips. So yeah, you can add another spell, or like I said, the best thing, easiest thing to do is probably keep the spell list. Just so you always have it like as an option to pick spells from, but you can always pick spells and keep them the same if you don't ever want to switch out spells. So I think you pick some pretty good cantrips, and then your 4 spells are what is your 4th spell?
I do not know.
Okay, hold on. Let me look at something. Give me a second. You're a changeling. I've never played with a changeling, so I need to look something up. Have you? Like, if you get a specific spell to start with, that way you can put it in as one of your spells.
I'm not gonna lie, this whole spell thing is confusing me. I go to add one, and it gives me this red, or maybe that's just giving me the option to delete. Oh. Okay.
Did you figure it out?
I think so.
Yeah, I think the red is delete.
Then what's with the previous one saying innate?
Innate means that those are spells you know as your race or class. So, like, as a changeling...
I should not pick the same ones.
No, you should pick the different ones. So, like, as a changeling...
Let me just look at that.
Let me see.
What's like the ones I picked at the beginning, let's say, innate, so I can't change those.
Okay.
And I have to pick different ones.
Okay. Are you talking about your cantrips, or are you talking about your spells?
I don't even know which one I'm on right now. Honest. Cantrip. Alright, okay. Cantrip. 0 out of 3. But there's 3 down there, let's say innate. INNATE.
That means you know them, just innately.
So pick different ones.
Yes.
Got it. Alright. I guess I finally know light.
Okay, that's good. Yeah, so if there's ones that say innate, That means based on something you do, like a cleric or as a changeling, you know those just automatically. So you never have to switch them out. You just keep them.
Okay. And I learned the spell Cure Wounds.
Okay, pretty good, pretty
That's
good.
gonna be great.
Alright, that's awesome, that's awesome. It's a good spell. Good spell to know.
Are we... Purify food and drink.
So if something's like poison, like food or wine, or you have like rotting food, you can purify it and eat it.
Oh my god, that sounds kind of disgusting. Oh, Shield of Faith looks good.
Shield of Faith's really good.
Sanctuary, what's that do?
So Sanctuary allows you to create like a space in which hold on, I'm gonna pull it up because I can't remember off the top of my head what it does. Sanctuary. You ward a creature within range against an attack. Until the spell ends, any creature who targets that person must make a wisdom saving throw. On a failed save, the creature must choose a new target or lose the attacker spell. So what ends up happening is, say you can choose to sanctuary yourself. If you're being attacked by an undead creature, let's say, and it comes after you and you've sanctuaried yourself, if I roll and I don't meet your spell save for wisdom, what ends up happening is I then either have to choose to attack somebody else or I can't do anything. So you're basically like keeping yourself from being hurt. Or anybody else, like your party members. You can do it to anybody.
All right. I don't think I'm gonna take that.
Nobody gets a
But I will take these two. All right, I have them all filled.
Cool. All right, Cheat. Pumpkin, did you get anything on level up?
I hit commit again, right?
Yes, commit.
It's weird because it gave me 3 more spells, but warlocks only get 2 until like level 11. So I don't understand why it made me pick 3 more. I mean, I'm not complaining.
It's probably your tome, because if you're packed at the
No, I can't pick to level. I can't pick the pact until level 3.
Okay, let me look at it.
I mean, I'm picking them. They switched to innate, and then I got to pick 3 more.
Oh yeah, because I guess maybe with your innate spells it gives you 3 extra, because that's what happened with Cat.
Mm-hmm.
Because of either probably your race.
Hmm.
And then I think under, let's see.
Oh, I did get channel divinity.
Yeah, you get a channel divinity as well.
Okay. And then we have to roll hit points, right?
Yes, that is correct.
Mm-hmm.
So, Kat, as part of your hold on, I need to fix it so I'm not echoing in Angie. Okay, perfect. Thank you. So as every time you level up on your, okay, let me back up. On your first level, you get the maximum hit points possible. This is what we use to determine if you're how hardy and how alive you are during a battle. So right now, like if you pull up your character sheet, do you see at the very bottom it says HP and max and all that stuff?
Yeah, I just don't have an HP number.
There should be one under max. Do you see it?
Yep, 17.
17? Oh, I know what the problem is. Okay. It's maxing out y'all's hit points. So here's what I would like you guys to do. Your initial first level hit points should be, for Angie, it's 8 plus your constitution modifier. Let me see what it is for the cleric. Hold, please. Hold, please. 8 plus your constitution modifier as well. So, what is your constitution at right now, Kat?
Constitution. The big number or the small number?
The small number.
2.
Okay. So, your starting hit points is 10 points for your first level. I would like...
Did I change that?
We're about to change it in a second. When you hit your second level, which you are a level 2 character, you or whenever you level up at any point in time, you will roll a 1d8 and add your constitution modifier. So I would like you to roll a d8. You'll see at the bottom of your little dice it has an 8 on it. That's your d8. Can you please roll it? Oh, I can see y'all's rolls now.
A 5.
5 plus 2, so 7. So 17. For some reason, it already had your thing ready to go.
Yeah, it told me that I did 9, so I just added it to the 12. Yeah, it rolls for you.
Oh, it does? That's interesting.
Because I added 4, so I would have only rolled a 5.
Yeah, I think what it does is because Cat, like, it says it's 1d8 or 5. Like, it's the average. So, it'll take the average on your rolls. So, you ended up with the average. So, 17 for Cat. And then how much was yours, Angie? 21. 21? Holy shit, you are...
Whoa.
I'm a tanky warlock.
I
have a lot of constitution. It recommended a lot of constitution for warlocks.
That was a tanky-ass warlock. What about you, Marco?
Okay, I got a quick question.
Sure.
On the human part, there is no. Oh, never mind. I see it. I see it now.
Okay.
Sorry, I messed up on something. Okay, there we go.
Can you, like, do rolls with this? Oh, I rolled a natural 20. Hey!
Wow.
Oh, wait. I see it. I'm learning, too. Okay, so when you guys want to roll on your class sheets, I have learned something today. If you pull up your class sheet, you'll see next to your, like, intelligence, wisdom, stuff like that. You can grab the dice if I say roll an ability check, like an intelligence check. You can grab the dice next to it, and it'll roll for you.
Yeah.
My Bob Joe's pretty good.
I do not understand.
Okay, do you have your character sheet pulled up?
Yes.
Do you see where on the side it says strength, dexterity, constitution, intelligence, stuff like that?
Yes. Do I just click it?
No, click, see there's a little looking dice thing next to it, a d20. Like to the bottom left of each number. Do you see that?
Yeah.
Grab it, and you can roll
Oh my gosh.
And it will add those modifiers for you.
Oh, that's nice.
That way you don't have to do the math in your head like all the other like nerds that had to play D&D back in the day. So on the side tabs, you can see your abilities too. So you can click your abilities.
Yeah, it doesn't show my spells.
Does it not? Uh-oh.
I don't even know my spells.
Okay. Hello.
Maybe that would be skills. No, it's definitely not.
Actions. Oh, it's under actions.
Actions. Oh.
And then
Well, that's good to know.
You can click it, and it'll tell you what the spell you are casting is.
Oh.
You can also, like, put it out there for people to know. You're casting spell ceremony. Add weapon, add power, edit list. How do you do ability checks? This is what I'm interested in.
It did replace our spells that
You click it.
It did?
It did. I wouldn't have wanted these that I picked.
We'll go back in. Can you change it?
I don't think so. Yeah, you can.
Okay, good. Bob Joe. Let's see. I'm trying to figure out. Oh, those are your saves. We're learning. Oh, skills. Under skills, you can also then, I think, do your rolls. Okay, so yeah, if you hit skills and I say roll a deception check. Interesting. Cool.
That's fun to do. Swing it everywhere.
Yeah. So now you can actually do that stuff as well. Okay. That's very exciting. Kat, it still says you're level 1.
But I'm not.
Okay. It may just be a... yeah, you're not. It says cleric too. Maybe it's like something fancy. I don't know. Warlock 2... How's it going, Marco? Did you die? Marco. I think Marco died.
Oh my. I can't
Okay.
pull up other people. Dang.
I can see other people. But at the top left, you should be able to see the people who are online ready to play a game.
Yeah.
All right. So as Marco is finishing up his stuff, because I think his thing. Oh, he's typing. He's frozen.
Well, I have a problem. All my cantrips and spells are deleted now.
Why?
Because they were wrong. And now there's nothing there.
No, I X'd out
Hold
the
on a
maps.
It's okay. You can.
That's-
I'll be able to show it to you again. Give me 1 second. Hold on. Let me see. Okay. If you look under actions, you should be able to add spells that way.
Yeah, it makes you type it in. See this? When I click that, look what it does. Just throws that over there.
Is there a way to change the mode display? Let me go to Bob Joe. Bob Joe, let me look. My token. Bob Joe's just trying to live his best life. I may put Bob Joe in the actual campaign at some point, just for shits and giggles. Boop, boop. You can go, Angie, if you click where you would level up, click the magnifying glass and hit level up. You're not leveling up, but you can click where you can add spells again.
Where?
So on your character sheet, pull it up.
No, I've clicked level up. I don't see the magnifying glass you're talking about.
Okay, no, look where it says hit spells at the top.
Okay.
Magnify and level up.
Please understand that spells isn't coming up for me.
Hold on.
You know, I figured a way. I didn't do it your way. I got it.
Okay. As long as you got there, I don't care. Let's go, Bob Joe. He's got some pretty decent spells. All right. We're just chilling. Mad chilling. Are you good, Marco? I had the time of my life. All right. While we're waiting, Kat, do you have any questions or anything you need assistance understanding at this point?
Not really.
Okay. You said you can't see the map. Is that a problem?
I don't know how to bring it back up. I X'd it out
Hold on.
because it was in my way.
All right. We're going to bring it back up. Give me a second. Angie's laughing at you. Did it pop up?
Yeah.
Okay. You open the map. we'll talk a little bit about this while people are finishing up. So, in this region, you have different little green points. If you would like to start somewhere in Acera specifically, the only one you can't really start in is Egrond, and you'll pull it up and you'll see why. But if you'd like to start in any of these little points or on a different continent, just let me know. I can also pull up the world map if you would like to be somewhere other than Acera. I figured this would be the easiest place for your background to start. So if you have any questions about areas, I don't mind answering them right now.
Okay, I'll read through those things.
Yeah, I would just say, like, the Black Mire is probably not a place you would start in, or Egrond.
Hey, Becky,
Huh.
got a question.
Yeah.
Since I am a human, it's not let me. Or are we doing feats for level 1?
No.
Oh, we're not.
No. It's only when you get an ability score improvement.
Okay. All right. Just
Nope.
wanted to know that.
Yeah, no feats on level 1. You can get feats on your next level up, or your ability score level ups.
Okie dokie.
Mm-hmm.
Thank you much.
And don't forget, when you're done with your level 1, you have to, and your character sheet said you need to level yourself to 2.
I think I did it to level 2 already. Let me just double check.
That's kind of fun, just rolling these dice. Woo! I rolled a natural one. Never mind, it's not fun. Hey, you can also change your dice skins if you want a different colored dice skin.
Really?
Or, yes. Yeah, Angie said she already did. And on top of it, there are, because that's how they make their hashtag money. For $5 on like Fantasy Grounds, you can download like magical skins and stuff like that like make things happen.
Ooh.
If I hadn't spent a ton of money already, I probably would get new dice skins, but I'm going to wait till after Christmas. Wow.
Okay, I'm good now.
Okay, good. I'm just watching Angie like put effects on people. All right. So, is there anything you guys can think of that we need to talk about? Like I said, I have the continent map pulled up. Is there any specific area or anything you would like to know about, and maybe start at, or not start at, but like, is this somewhere you would be interested in your home, being a home place from you? So look around on the map. Like I said, Black Mire and Egrond are the two that I will not say unless you have a very, 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 very good reason to be from either of those two places. But everywhere else is pretty much fair game. That's been pinned, so you can just click the little pin and it'll pull up information about it. And don't forget, you can maximize your map so you can see it a lot bigger if you need to. But yeah, I think that's everything, though. I can't think of anything else y'all need to do in building. If you also want to zoom in on the map, you can use your scroll wheel. And then if you click the scroll button or the scroll wheel, you can drag the map back and forth.
Huh.
What? Share with the class.
I was just reading things.
Yeah.
The whole cloister, the poisoned tears is very, not much known.
Yeah, it's a new area unlocked in this video game.
Alright.
It's a new area.
Why aren't my dice rolls showing up?
I think you have to roll it in the little scroll, like into the chat room. Like roll it in the chat. Yeah. That way it shows up.
Hey, Becky,
Huh.
on the level up,
What happened on the level up? Goodbye, Marco. Come back.
I did. You got a question.
Yeah, what's up?
On level up, we roll. Do we roll for our level up on our hit points?
Yes. Yes.
Okay.
So it may have already maxed you out, but take your max that you already have, and go ahead and roll your D whatever it is, D's nuts, and roll that.
Okay. I think the monks are D8s, I believe.
I think they're D8s. Are they D8s or D10? Hold on.
Let me check.
I'm googling. I got it. I don't want your computer to die. They're D8s. You're right. Angie's writing like Necronomicon bullshit. Yeah, also in Fantasy Grounds, guys, if you have something you'd like to say in a language that nobody else understands, and that nobody else understands, or you like say like Angie and Kat, are you still here?
5.
Cat has disappeared. I think he died. Anyways, like if you want to talk in this game to each other, you can talk in chat with specific languages understood to each other. Cat.
How do I say I want to roll like 5d6s?
So if you want to roll 5 like D6s, right click the D6 and hit 5 times. Pick them up and throw them.
Interesting. Didn't like that roll, but you know.
So yeah, so all of your dice, and then let me see. Let's test some stuff. Are you back?
Almost.
Okay. Angie's rolling random shit. By the way, what I was saying, I think you missed it, is that in Fantasy Grounds, in your chat box, whatever language you can speak, if you and Angie or you and Marco know a language and you want to talk to each other in that language, you guys can write to each other in that language.
What language do you know? People who exist
I
here in this current moment.
I know Abyssal, Celestial, Common, and Draconic.
I have Celestial.
Oh.
The only
God.
ever one did Common. I know one other language. X that out. Okay, I hate to say this again, but the map did disappear with my internet.
Okay, hold on. Let me pull it back up for you. Give me 1 second. It's easy to pull up. It's no biggie. I just reshare it. I'm going to share it again. Share record. And sharing to everybody. Can you see it?
Yes, I
Okay.
like the Tahil.
Oh, you like Tahil?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Tahil.
Yeah, you can totally. Tahil, Tohill, Toads. Oh my god, these two. Or this one.
What's that even say?
Exactly. You can't understand it because you can't speak Abyssal. I'm gonna just this entire game is just gonna turn into a dating simulator in Celestial.
But like I messaged hi at Celestial and I still don't understand. Oh my god, actually there is a translation.
Yeah. All right, let me check the combat tracker and make sure y'all can see the combat tracker. If I pull it up. Oh, hell, what is this? Oh, shit! Hit it at the top. There's a thing on under tool that says combat tracker. Do y'all have that?
Mm-hmm.
Click it and see if your things popped up.
Combat tracker. Let's see.
Red,
Okay, so y'all can see each other.
you're gonna kill us.
Yeah, we're going to start fighting right now. Actually, we're not. I just wanted to make sure y'all could see the combat tracker okay.
And
I
I have
can-
the lowest HP out of anyone here.
Yeah. How? Okay. You know what? We just leave it this way. And then like I can pick who the next actor is. Oh, this is so cool.
It's my turn.
And then I can put effects on you. Yes, queen. I'm so excited. All
Wait,
right.
does this mean like I can use inflict wounds on my own party members?
So yes, you can, but there are some consequences to doing that.
Okay. I'm in my action spot, right?
Yes, you. I haven't even made a map for you to have combat on, but if you guys want to role play
But,
some
like-
combat, go for it.
No, I'm just saying my inflict wounds spell I made sure I had is not there.
Oh, it's not?
Mm-mm.
Same problem as me, probably, where it says innate, but then it.
Yeah, it's like it keeps disappearing spells. So here's what I would suggest, because like Roll20, we have some problems with some things. I would keep a list of your spells that you are going to do. And yeah, I mean, this could be this sometimes is easy. Especially if you're going to keep certain spells. I would do like a little Google Doc, and copy and paste your spell into that Google Doc. Cause like, say you want to do inflict wounds, you can pull up inflict wounds on Google, copy and paste the spell and keep it like on a Google Doc.
I'll write it down in a big book of notebook I have in front of me using a cat pen,
Now,
which
and
is very funny.
Now, I will tell you this, for a long time, and any of us in this room can say this, when we play D&D in real life, most of us have our spells written down, or we have spell cards. D&D like has physical spell cards you can buy at like a store, and we used to use those because we didn't have an ability to like Google it. Or, I mean, you could Google it, but it doesn't work that really well. So what I've done in the past now playing online is if I have specific spells, or I would either keep it in a notebook or I'll copy and paste the spell into a Google document, because then what you can do is say you want to cast, let's say you want to cast Sanctuary 5e. Here's the spell, Sanctuary. And I'm like, well, what does Sanctuary do? Copy, paste. It tells you.
It's also on the thing, if you click.
Wait, can you hit unmute?
If
You click your actions, it's on all here and it casts and everything, and it tells you what it is. It even tells you the range of it, the save, what it does.
Oh, so it is on your character sheet somewhere.
It's under actions.
Okay.
Yeah, but like, I don't know. One of the things I selected for a spell isn't there.
Like inflict wounds is what you're talking about?
Yes, I was so excited about that as well.
You can add it. Like you see next to spells, hit add item and type it in. Like inflict wounds.
Cat's gonna have to do what I did with Becky and go back and redo the spells because it fucked them up when we leveled up.
Okay. So Kat, if you want to see if you can get certain spells back, if you go to where it says level, where we leveled up on your character sheet, so click your character sheet and hit the magnifying glass next to clear it too. Hit level up. Don't level up, but go to spells.
All right.
And that'll be able to pull some stuff up for you too. And then you can recommit it. But if you need to like keep a list that you physically have, just in case for some reason it glitches out, I would just keep an extra list. And in the Discord, I sent a fillable character sheet, like the actual OG character sheet. So you can put whatever you need in that, and you always will have a physical copy of it. I think you can also export your character. Let's see. Oh, yeah. I don't like this, though. It says XML. Yeah. So if you ever want to, like, fill out a regular character sheet and keep it saved, you could do it that way. All right. Is there anything else we can think of that we need to talk about? Angie is now asleep.
No, I'm not.
It says you're Zing on the top. That's hilarious. Okay. What I will do is I will leave the game up if y'all want to click through the map. But and if you need me, I can always fix stuff. But other than that, I don't think there's much we need to do. The only thing we're gonna have to figure out next is when we're gonna play, like an actual game. So we can figure that out. I'm thinking probably the first week after New Year's.
All right.
But we will.
Sounds good.
We will get it all sorted out. If you have
Sounds good to me.
if y'all have any questions about anything or you want specific information, let me know. If you need your character sheets, I can always pull the game up and you guys can pull anything off you need to. But this will at least give y'all a couple of weeks to figure out, like, excuse my language. If there's anything specific you guys need to do for your characters or your backstories. I should also state that I do like written backstories if you want to do a written backstory, because then I will somehow incorporate it into your story.
Wow.
So it is what it is. It's a D&D is a communal role-playing storytelling game. So if I can make you cry because your dead great-great-grandfather comes back and is an evil lich, I will do it.
Wow.
All right. Anything else?
I just want to hear Cat say wow.
I just want to hear Cat say wow one more time.
Wow.
Wow. There
Wow.
we go.
Wow.
Wow, me.
Alrighty.
What's the seat? Oh no.
Huh?
Oh no, our table. It's broken. Yeah, get
That's
used to
a
that.
funny looking
Because
dice.
that's how Annabella talks.
I will say in my the one for Moreland, when I was gonna play a Fey Barbarian, I was gonna put a voice changer to my thing, so I sounded like a squeaky girl. Alrighty. I'm gonna end the stream. Goodbye, everybody.
Goodbye.
Bye.
Goodbye.
See you in a couple of weeks. Goodbye.